Welcome everybody to the MultiVersus Series E Season 1 Qualifiers number 3. I am Tailwinds, of course, brought here thanks to our good friends at ESA, but I am joined by my good friend Zipmaster Flex over here. How's it going, my guy?
Oh man, hey, you know what? The little chop up is just about as choppy as my camera's gonna be throughout this whole thing, but I'm doing good. I'm ready. I'm ready for some action, man. We got some really great teams that we're going to be looking forward to seeing in these matches. So we got Mirrorman, Conflicts, we got Meth and Clueless. I mean, we can keep on going down the list. We have some of the returning teams from last week, which we already know was a big time show. So either way it goes, I'm excited for it, and I hope you are too.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of these names on this list for top 8 so far are not too big of surprises for me, but I'm really excited to see Inside Out and Timir. In particular, they are some new names that I am seeing here in the top 10 slot. But before we go take a look at top 8 stuff, I want to go over, of course, for anybody that doesn't know at home, the rule set that we are going with here. It's a double elimination 2v2 format for the tournament. All matches are best of 3 until top 4. That will then turn into best 5. For the game rules, of course, timers at 7 minutes. 4 ring outs, no hazards. We don't like that here. All state perks are legal, and the winning side must keep their character while the loser is allowed to switch.
Yes, sirree, Bobby, and you already know what it is all about. It's all about earning these points. We got the $250 prize pool for tonight, as every night, right? But everybody wants to earn these points because at the end of the qualifiers, one more after this one, some team will be crowned with a sponsorship. And that's what it's all about, making all that hard work pay off.
You're right about that, Zip. As, of course, the one team tonight that people are going to be going after to really just take it all away is going to be Mirrorman and Costlix. People are going to be wanting to take them out as soon as possible because they already have accumulated some of the, I think probably currently the highest score for the past 2 qualifiers, because they won the first one, and then I think if I remember correctly, they got either 2nd or 3rd for the 2nd qualifier, and that puts them in a really high position already.
Definitely does. But Meth and Clueless, they are no slouches, and we saw them in the last top 8. But so that's what I was getting at. They were in the last top 8, but we did not get to see any gameplay from them, and I want to see them again because in the very first week, I was such a fan of the Iron Giant coming out from that team. Last week, what we really got to see was Martoons and Rams. That was a ridiculous team. The synergy, the closeout combos, big-time players, I'm telling you. But Wavy and Swerve were in that grand finals on winner's side, and that Jake the Dog with the Arya Stark, that was one heck of a team. So there's a lot to look at here in this bracket. We do see that one match is completed. They move forwards. Adept and Shirogane are going to be moving forwards in that side on the loser side. But let's get into this winner side, winner semis, Mirrorman and Costas versus Meth 96 and Clueless.
Absolutely. And already, look at all the build-up already on Clueless. He's not going to have an easy time here, and I'm honestly glad that he decided to go with the blue perk that allows them to basically reflect projectiles or even destroy them for a couple seconds. Once that shield comes up there, as you can see, it gives them the ability to really keep themselves a little bit free for a few seconds on projectiles, which Batman and Velma really want to play, as Mirrorman is able to take the first stock off of Meth 96 there because Clueless was not able to help.
Not able to help at all. He was getting juggled by the yelling words of Velma and a couple uppercuts from Batman, and it looks like it might be the end of his days. Oh no, it's the end of Mirrorman's days. I did not see that coming. I don't even know what clipped him, to be honest.
I'm not sure either, but oh my goodness, Clueless going to make a hair's worth of recovery back onto stage, especially at 190 currently. This is not looking too good for the Iron Giant. He's going to figure out a way back onto stage. And we said it before about Costlix. You do not want to mess with him off stage. If he's above you, 9 times out of 10, he's going to spike you and he's going to land it.
Oh yeah, he's very, very accurate with that. We saw him hit one and bounce him off the stage right there. Another life has fallen, so that's a 3-point lead after that Iron Giant stock is taken. I don't know what's happening, but man, Meth is having a rough go at it.
You're right about that, as we're going to see another stock being given to the blue team there, but they are still one whole stock behind, and red team is looking so good with the percent count. The Velma only at 13 while the Batman's at 75. They really got to get this kill on Mirror Man quickly if they want to bring it back to even before they can put too much damage here on blue.
Yeah, I think you passively put damage on the Cosmos and focus on Mirror Man. Because if you can get his stock off, then you can play let's just play the game passively, figure out who is going to eat the most damage during the scrambles, and then pick and choose who you want to close out. But it looks like they're equally damaging out both players. It looks like Mirror Man's in a tough situation right now. He got hit, uppercut, yes sirree, Bobby! And there we go. This is huge. If they can focus Cosmos, this can be done. Iron Giant's going to be able to survive for a bit. Even at 152, I lied to you, ladies and gentlemen. The uppercut, the double uppercut from Batman will close it out. Mirror Man, clutch mode activated.
Oh yes, he really did go in there for the kill. And honestly, you have to play that as Batman. I feel like this character swap from Bugs Bunny to Batman is starting to make a little bit of sense here. I wasn't really getting it at first whenever I did see the swap originally. I think it was the first qualifier for Series E where he decided to make that swap over to Batman for some matchups. And I was like, I'm kind of surprised to see this, but now it's starting to make a lot of sense to me. Mirror Man is a very aggressive player. He will go in for the kill whenever he is able to, and he's been putting in that work.
Yeah, both characters are like really, really aggressive characters. And I feel like when he plays Batman, it's more to just play pure aggression. He just wants to come in, put damage on somebody, and put them in terrible situations, and then he can make choices once he sets somebody up to the top of the screen. He can figure out if he wants to keep chasing or if he wants to come back and help Cosmos, right? But when he's Bugs Bunny, he plays, we were talking about this. When he plays Bugs Bunny, he does more of I'm going to stick around Cosmos and play the ground map, and then I'm going to do up airs just to cover space so you can't touch the ground and waste your resources. So he plays them, they're two aggressive characters, and he plays them both different. And I think for right now, the Batman pick is the one.
Yeah, especially in a matchup like this, where Batman's just really able to close in on Iron Giant super easily, because he is like a very fast character. It makes a lot of sense here. So we're getting ready for the next game here, but I mean, Meth and Clueless, we saw them last time with number 2, I think it was last week. They had a little bit of trouble against these two. I'm wondering, do they have any strategies to really deal with this yet? Or are we going to see this a repeat of last time?
I mean, going into that game that we just watched, like, they had it. They had the game. They could have closed it out at the end. The problem was, it was Meth, like, to be honest. Like, you know, not that Meth played horribly, but he could not survive. The defense wasn't there. He ended up losing his first 2 stocks so fast, and it's going to be necessary for him to keep those. The point of this team is for you to move around and do your damage with your zoning, and Clueless is supposed to be eating the damage. But he got focused out. He couldn't get back away. He couldn't get off of them, and then he got killed 2 times really, really early. And but other than that, they still brought it down to the fact that Mirror Man was at 100 damage. They needed 1 more stock. They could have done it. It was there. But you know, Mirror Man was able to make the play with the double uppercut, got Clueless out of it. So here we go. We're getting into game number 2.
Here we go on Sky Arena. Now, this stage actually brings me to an interesting question that I'm kind of really looking into here for tonight. We did recently get a new patch update, version 1.0.5, and it actually did bring us a new stage in the form of Scooby's Haunted Mansion, but without the roof. So I'm wondering if players might actually counterpick to that stage potentially, or if that stage is not legal or something along the lines of that, because it is an interesting idea. It has the same gimmick concept as the original Scooby's Mansion, except nowadays it doesn't have a roof.
I'm gonna give it to you like this: if it was legal, then I think any Arya player should guaranteed take you there every single time. That's just plain straight up. That's how it should go. But we got 131 damage on Clueless. and he is having a rough time. But they're doing a lot better this time because the survivability. Like, because he's going to be able to hold on for a while here unless he gets... Okay, good save. Unless he got double uppercut right there. But he's going to hold on. He's got 63 damage on Meth. This is a much better start, a much better look.
It is a better start, but the Iron Giant hasn't really been able to get much of any sort of... What's a good word for it? Control, I guess you could say. I said this before. Iron Giant is a wall. He wants to be in the middle of the stage providing all the control, and he hasn't been able to do that. Mirror Man and Costlix have been doing an amazing job at keeping the Iron Giant away from the middle, and Clueless just hasn't been able to really give out an answer just yet. However, both teams being tied at a piece at the moment, kind of giving me a run for my money.
Yeah, like, I mean, I get what you're saying. He didn't get control, but he did the other part of his job, which was eat the damage for the team. Now, we are going to see Meth fall right there, but they were still... you know what? The problem area is not the damage they took or him not getting control. It's the fact that they can't hit Costlix. He's at 76. Now he's at... Oh, okay, that was a good situation. They put him in the bubble, but they're still not able to really make anything shake when they do touch him. It's just little light touches. Uppercut's still not going to do it. He's coming back on.
Man, I remember back in the day when Iron Giant's up air there would multi-hit. It was insane. But what's even more insane is the fact that Mirror Man's going to be able to get a double spike on the Iron Giant, getting that stock taken care of as they're going to have a 2-whole stock lead.
Oh, and then the butt bomb. Costlix is out of there. Oh my gosh, yelling across the screen with the megaphone. Tie match here. This is good stuff. Meth is in danger. Oh my gosh, good save from Clueless,
somebody call the ambulance because Meth is on the ground and unable to get up as Mirror Man and Costlix are able to take it 2-0 against Meth and Clueless. Oh man, I was really hoping to see they would have an answer to this team, and they didn't.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. I mean, and this is kind of how it went last time, but at least last time they met in Winner's Side, they got a game. It was 2-1 last time in Winner's Side. So unfortunately, they ended up getting smacked out, if you will.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're going to go down to the lower side of the bracket. They're still going to be alive here, and I think that they are going to go down to fight Wavy and Swerve. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't going to be
easy.
Yeah, that's a rough place to be. Because you're going to have Arya and Jake together. That's going to take over a lot of the dominance that we need Iron Giant to do. They're going to be mauling him. And so I'm looking at Meth. Meth is going to have to put on a show in that game.
Yes, like 100%. Because, like, Meth really, in that set in particular, they're going to need to really just apply the DPS as much as possible and really just keep Jake off of the ground, whatever you do. Because the moment Jake is on the ground, he has the ability to use his upcharge attack, which is the axe that covers his entire body.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really good for putting opponents up in the air, especially at late percent. That gives Arya Stark the ability to use up special into up air out of that. So little stuff like that, just being able to just deny them that, and that's really what it's all about. It's just like denial. That's all They're going to need to be doing in the set. And that's going to be very difficult for them to do because we've seen them before. They can put in the work. So we'll have to see if they are able to deal with it.
That's right. And they're going to have to put in the work, and Mirror Man and Costlix definitely just put in the work. They're sitting in semifinals. They're going to be waiting for the winner of Martoons and Rams versus Cinco and Ross FGC. So that's going to be a good one. They're going to I don't know. I feel like either one of those teams can scrap with Mirror Man and Costlix. Obviously, we saw Martoons and Rams do it already last week. So this bracket's shaking up pretty nice. We already told you about one of the matches we didn't get to see, but Dante and Wiz also fell in that lower side of the top 8 to Wavy and Swerve. That's why we were talking about them a second ago. They already moved forwards, and so they're in the 5th place spot right now, waiting for the next opponent. And so is Adept and Shiro Game. They're sitting there waiting for their opponent, which will be the losers of Martoons and Rams and Cinco and Ross. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So this is going to be a really interesting one to see. We didn't get to see Ross and Cinco, unfortunately, in top 8 last week, which was a real shame because they're homies. I like them both as players, and I love seeing them play. I never get to see them enough, honestly, and it's a shame. So I'm glad to see them here on winner's side of top 8 because that means I get to watch them a lot. But
yeah.
Martins and Rams, oh, it's gonna be hard. That Morty in particular is ridiculous for how accurate he is with the characters. So I'm really excited to see how this is gonna go.
Last time we cast together, I learned how accurate he is with the snake snipes. Like, that was crazy how many times he made it happen with that tool. And then like the team conversions, because let's not sneeze at how nice Rams is with that Arya.
Ooh, and the blue team gonna already get their first stock on the plate here, and all they need to do is just keep the DPS going on the Morty Arya. Keep that lead going.
Yeah, they're doing good. I mean, the Arya on the other team is definitely at high percentage. They actually could have made something happen right there. I don't know why it dropped. Arya didn't get the second hit onto the other Arya. Cinco's still living. There's the double hit, and the chase is alive. Got the side air. Yes, sirree, Bobby.
Oh, looking to get more connections here from the red team onto blue team, but for some reason, Ross, unfortunately, no, Ram, no, I can't even speak. Cinco not going to be able to make it somehow.
That was actually kind of sad. I feel like he came back to life, right? And then instantly, right whenever he jumped the first time, they said, bap, 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 caught him about 4 hits, took all his resources, could not make it back to the stage. That is rough whenever you started off so strong. Still have a chance, obviously, right? Like, look at the damages. They're still in the game. This is either team's game, same stocks. But the down air! Oh my gosh. That there was crazy. Sent him right skating across the left side of the screen.
Yeah, that honestly scared me there, seeing that happen. And Halloween's already happened, man. I can't keep getting scared like this. They gotta stop bringing the tricks out here. As we see blue team doing the same thing back. They got their tricks, and now they got their treat.
That was, man, talk about a treat. That was a treat to watch. What a team conversion into that down air, but that's another team conversion right back at him to close out the final stock of the game. Martoons and Rams barely skinned by the skin of their teeth.
Thank you for this fight.
Oh yeah, and let's not push this out of the brink here. That was a really close game, all things considered. Like, going into this, we could have thought Martoons and Rams were easily going to take it based on their previous experience here in Series E. But, I mean, this is why I like Cinco and Ross. They keep it together the entire time. Make it a very close game towards the end. And it is so good.
I mean, watch. Like, dog, the only reason that they didn't take that, honestly, because I think they were playing better that game, is because of that second stolen stock off of Cinco. Other than that, it was 3-3. They had that game.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. That was a good match, no matter what. You're gonna get back in here. I wonder if now. So you're talking about Cinco and Ross. Is there any switches that could possibly happen on that team?
Not really, I'll be honest. I mean, you have the Arya Stark, you have the Velma. They're able to cover just basically everything that they need to. And for a game that close, I would see no reason to. Especially because you're still on the winner's side. I would keep it as it is right now. If it were a little bit of a worse for wear sort of thing, where it was clearly like a matchup check sort of thing, then I would probably swap. But in this case, nah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't expect them to. Maybe later in the set, but I was just saying, like, do they have pockets? You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, we're going into game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it popping in this winter semis.
Trophy's Edge. Okay, here we go. Immediately, just both players, or both teams, just trying to get in on each other's skin. Of course, one thing they're going to be looking for this early in the match, especially the Arya players, they're going to be looking for early kill scenarios here, especially on a stage like this, and that could potentially happen. We're starting to see the damage rack up here. I would be worried about Cinco at this point if red team's going to try to get an early kill set up here, but, I mean, it looks like they're going to try to reset back to, oh, no, not just yet.
Yo, so we saw the 2 Aryas go for 2 early kills as you were speaking about it, but then a thing happened that kept happening last time, which led to their victory, Martoons and Rams. I forgot how clutch Martoons is with those saves with the dotted line, man. It's actually kind of crazy. He's always ready to save the day.
I forgot about that, and then you were, what? He made it back! He was dead. I'm capping on that right now. He's dead. He came back like Disney Coco for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Nah, that was like in the Tournament of Power when Goku got hit by his own Spirit Bomb, and then it looked like he died, and then Beerus said, he's coming. And he came back in Ultra Instinct. That was exactly what just happened. He came back in Ultra Instinct, ended up getting a stock off, and now they have the lead with 2 surviving players, neither at 100. Finally, they got Rams there and got Rams out of there. The gunshot, no, that was the bomb, almost got Cinco out of there. And there we go. What a team conversion to get the stock off. Now, Martoons has got to survive right here if they want to extend the lead, but they're still doing very well regardless, even if he gets KO'd right here.
You're right about that, as we're seeing. Ooh! Oh my gosh, this game of just like barely avoiding. It's just oh my gosh. Oh, we're looking on the side here. Cinco having a little bit of trouble coming back, but is going to be able to do it. Has the dagger on the Velma, which is going to be very good because then it could just be bringing himself right on over to deal with Martoons. And they're going to be able to get it to match point. And they're already going to take the lead now. This is very, very beneficial for them from the last time. However, Red Team now going to equalize it.
Yo, talk about equalizing it. Denzel Washington in the building, the equalizer. That down there. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh my gosh. The wrong direction. That was a fumble by Cinco. Oh my gosh. He did the drill to the left instead of the right and ended up losing the stock. What a sad, sad mistake. But Martoons and Ram gonna move forward to fight against Mirrorman and Coslicks. Oh, you gotta be hurting. You gotta be hurting.
I'm hurting so much right now. Like, I was about to say, like, you don't want to end it like that ever. Oh man, if the feels bad bro moment, if I want them to succeed and then that happens, and it's all unfortunate, you know. It's nothing that I'm not gonna say like, oh, they suck. No, it was like it's just a series of unfortunate events, and trust me, I've done worse. So no, they'll always have my respect. They homies, of course, but. Oh, man, you hate it when it happens. You hate to see it when it happens because it's all about seeing the top level of all of our players. And unfortunately for them in that set, it just wasn't meant to be, I guess.
Yep, that wasn't the one. That was some sad stuff. Ended up falling off to the side at your own hand. I mean, even if he went to the right, who's to say that the hand of Morty didn't come down? That big muscle arm, Blackout with the dare. I mean, I could have easily saw that coming too. So who knows what would have happened even if he did do it the right direction. But they're still alive. They're going to be down in the lower side of the bracket, loser side, if you will, whatever you want to call it. They're going to be going up against Adept and Shiro Game.
Yes, this is going to be an interesting one to see because usually Shirogane is playing with Apache Gaming.
No, I need you to halt right there, sir. Why have you been letting me say Shiro Game this whole time if you knew it was Shirogane?
Because it was funny. Listen, the amount of times I've had to tried to correct Ajax for calling Oops tier Oopsateer, and then him continue to do it, is a reason enough for me to do that with you.
Oh no! See, I'm not Ajax, bro. I would have fixed it if you told me, bro. Hey, Ajax, bro, get your stuff together, my boy. Ajax the homie. I'm gonna see him this weekend, man. But that's what's up.
Nice.
Yeah. So okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we go into winter semis yet, right? We're going to No, wait. Yeah, that's winners finals. So we're not going to winners finals.
We'll find out eventually. It's going to be Meth and Clueless versus Wavy and Swerve. Oh, man. This is going to be exciting.
I knew we was going down there. Come on now. We're going down to the losers bracket. And Jake is going to come out here swinging. Yo, you see his stone face? He's not even a fan of it.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, Meth and Clueless versus Wavy and Swerve. Why you do me like that, bro? It's all good. It's all good. All right. So,
yeah, we got the vibe.
We got Iron Giant, we got Velma, we got Jake the Dog, and we got another Arya Stark coming out here in this set. This is actually
this is going to be a real challenge. Yeah, exactly. This is going to be a real challenge. You thought that fighting Mirror Man and Kostlix was hard? Wait till you see this.
Bruh, for real. Like, these dudes are a problem. Like, this is going to be really, really rough to deal with. And like I said, Jake and Arya, if they get on top of Iron Giant, like, this is what I was talking about earlier. We're going to need some meth. Meth is going to have to come through. He's going to have to really strut his stuff in this game and show that he's the teammate that Clueless needs, because Clueless is about to be getting dogged out, and no pun intended.
Yeah, he's about to get the dog out of him. It's in him right now, but it might come out of him. It might be taken out of him. Who knows?
Definitely. Yeah, we're getting prepped up. These guys are getting the lobby set up, and I'm excited for it. So, okay, so you said, you know what? We've been talking about how we're both Rain Dog mains. Have you noticed that in all these top 8s, we haven't seen one Rain Dog?
You want to know why?
No, don't you say he's trash.
They gutted our boy. They gutted him.
No.
They did. They actually did.
No, bro. They didn't do it. They didn't. Whoa, whoa. They scrapping. Oh, no, this is replays.
They scrapping in the past.
Oh my gosh, they definitely scrapping in the past. And you know that Denzel movie where they're showing him this camera, right? And he thinks that it's a camera showing him that was recording and showing like a pan overview from a few days ago, but it's actually a little thing that they made that shows you the past. But it can only show you the past, like, what is it, 3 days before or something like that?
I think so. I haven't watched it in a long while, so I remember bits of it, but not enough. I'll be honest.
I can dig it. Yeah, I only brought it up because you brought up the past, and I just watched it like a month ago, so it's fresh on my brain. But anyway, I can't remember the name of it, though. I
haven't watched movies in a while. I'll be honest. I just haven't had the time to. The only movies I've been watching have been MultiVersus Majors, the movie.
I was definitely about to say, you're definitely watching a Warner Brothers movie right now, so you can't say you haven't been watching any movies.
I wanted to watch Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase this past weekend, and I forgot to while Scooptober was happening, speaking of multiverses, and I really wanted to watch that one, because that was my favorite Scooby-Doo movie back in the days. Everybody in the chat, put some like hype emojis in the chat if you liked Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, because that one was a fun movie. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if they pick like Scooby's Haunted Mansion, speaking of, because it does have the new version of the stage. It's a new stage entirely, but it's based on the regular Scooby's Haunted Mansion. Like how Sky Arena has both platforms and no platforms. This one, I call it Scoobs with no brim.
All right, y'all. Scoobs with no brim. Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking.
No, that's actually good.
I coined it. The first day I read the update, I think when it was live, and I was like, "Yo, look at the Scoobs with no brim." All right, here we go. Speaking of no brim, we got this Sky Arena with no brim as Beth and Clueless fighting off against Baby and Swerve here. Oh man, I wonder how this is going to go. You're going to have the nuts and bolts ready here as you want to keep as much of that knockback away and try to rack up as much on the enemies as possible here going into the start.
So, I mean, to get started, we'll take a look here, and it looks like Clueless did get that control. Even though I thought it was going to be rough for him, this is early on in the set, but he is controlling at the moment. They tried to get a team juggle going, but beautiful by Meth, sending those word bubbles over and stopping it.
And we're seeing the Arya really trying to put in some work here on Meth at the moment, but I mean, they've been able to get away from it, which is honestly really nice. And then they're going to immediately back up, try to get some DPS going here, but they aren't really able to continue it. They're just going to try to go in and help out the teammate, which is honestly not a bad idea to go with, of course.
For sure. But look at this. My man Ross, Rams, it's my man's, that is Wavy. What am I doing? He is in danger. He finally loses the stock, and here we go. We got Swerve, count the up air, and there goes Clueless' stock. 106 on Jake the Dog. I feel like this character takes forever to get off the stage, man. His recovery is too good.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get rid of Iron Giant. He is the heaviest character in the game at 150 units, so he's not going to be easy to take out. But you know who is going to be easy to take out? This Velma, as it's going to be a stock for Red Team.
For sure, and that juggle is huge. Arya Stark hounding the big bot, taking him out over the top. That was so good. And now, look at this. So that's who I was mentioning, Jake. I think it's hard to kill Jake.
Oh,
he's at 136.
That was some really good KBI. Yeah, Wavy, you're going to be able to have some really good KBI out of that to make it back onto stage here. But Red Team, both of them at the moment are over 100%, and Blue Team is able to get a kill somehow here. They're going to be able to equalize it with 3 stocks a count. However, this is not easy, and this is what Red Team is so good at. You got so much attack decay on the up air too coming in from Clueless that they're going to be able to keep living for a while longer, but it ain't going to be for long.
It definitely was not for long. They got air fried faster than the microwave. You feel me what I'm saying? And here we go down there. He's got 141 on him. Iron Giant is in Transformer mode. Autobots roll out. Oh my God. Autobots get team comboed. Is he done? Is he done? Yes, he is. And the red team is taking the first game.
Autobots roll down because you got served that first game by Wavy and Swerve. I mean, that was honestly like pretty good for that game, you know. It's just not easy to deal with that comp. You've got a lot of stuff coming at you from the cake, and then you have the Arya who's just gonna come at your face the moment they are able to, and you're dealing with a lot of pressure from that. It's not easy, and we've been seeing that a whole lot, especially this past month coming in from Swerve and Wavy. They've been putting in the work and really showing off the ability that this comp has. And I mean, there's a reason why I put it on S tier in my team comps tier list.
That comp is S tier? Velma and you talking about Velma and Iron Giant?
Jake Arya.
Jake Arya. I think Velma.
Iron Giant Velma I also
that's
put on S tier as well, because it is a top tier team, but it's starting to lose its value a little bit, I must say.
You think so?
A little bit. It does have still a lot of potential behind it, but at this point, there's just not enough anymore to keep it going. Like, they're not getting any improvements with the team comp itself. And whereas all the other teams so far, they've had like improvements come to their like gameplay styles and whatnot, and they've had the ability, like Jake Arya, for example, they have answers to stuff, whereas Meth and Clueless with the Iron Giant Velma, they haven't really been able to figure out anything, and I don't know if there really is much they can do in this specific matchup.
I mean, I'm with you. I do believe that both teams are S tier. I remember last time, before they ended up losing the grand finals, you were about to say that team was unstoppable. And I'm with you, because that team's ridiculous. Jake and Arya. It's a really good team comp. We see what they do with it. That stretch after the Arya combos. You're almost guaranteed 1,000% dead if you're like past 40%. With almost any character too, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
If the Jake is able to get you up high enough with the stretching, and then the Arya comes in with the up special into up air at a super early percent, you're gonna be pretty much dead. And we saw that plenty of times last time. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see it again here for number 3. But who knows? It could be anyone's game here, but it is going to be it's still this set, yeah.
What do you mean?
I think,
it's still. They're
yeah,
still
that was
playing.
game 1.
Yeah, that was game 1. Yeah, there's only
we ain't
one
done
out.
yet.
Yeah, it's one. They are still scrapping. They're still getting to it.
Absolutely.
But this one is still. This one is also best two of three. So.
Yep, best 2 out of 3. So Meth and Clueless, they need to get at least one win on the board here. I mean, they're gonna get some points. They're in top 8, but I mean, I want to see them get some more points. You know, everybody got to get them points for the finals of Series E. It's really important if you want to get that sponsorship from ESA. And at the moment, they got to get an answer for this. They have to if they want to keep going up in the ranks.
All right, here we go. Getting back into this one. Game number 2 is underway. And starting off, Jake the Dog is eating some nice damage, but dishing it right back out. Got the stretch out, but luckily, one of those word bubbles came in and hit Jake because he was about to start that crispy juggle and almost get Clueless out of there. You know Arya was going to come help out, but no assistance needed that time. The up air is going to come out from Jake. Swerve with the KO.
You're right about that, and immediately goes back into the play, using that technique that Iron Giant has to be that wall, to be like the Great Wall of China and not let anybody in. However, it's getting torn down by the Mongols right now as they are just obliterating every bit of the building that they have put up as the second stock. Here's the interesting thing. They've only been going after Iron Giant here. They have not given him any sort of ability to be able to play his game. And they've been leaving the Velma open. I mean, Meth is only 96%, not 96, 60%.
This is what I was talking about earlier before we even saw this game, right? Before this set even started. When I saw they had to play each other, I said, we're going to need a huge game from Meth and on the defensive end to assist Clueless, because I told you he cannot move when both these characters are on top of him. He has no play. Wow!
Oh, I love that. I love that awareness from Swerve there off stage a few seconds ago, where he just used the up special and then saw that Clueless was KBIing out and to the right. And Swerve was like, oh yeah, I see where you're going, and just goes for the Sarah for a kill. So I love that kind of awareness from players here, as Blue Team is going to finally get their second stock on the field here, but it could potentially be too late if the Red Team is able to get this Iron Giant, or really the Velma, KO'd here just like that, and Wavy and Swerve going to take this set 2-0. Man, we've been having it pretty easy so far.
Man, that's sad, man. Like, literally what I said came to fruition. I told you, Iron Giant with Arya Stark and Jake the Dog running around, he was going to get mauled. What did I say? He was going to get dogged out. Right? You know what I'm saying?
The dog was taken out of him.
Jake coming out. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. You know what I mean? Jake is coming through. But either way it goes, man, like, they did very well in the first game. But once that game plan was formulated, I think that's a huge counter pick. Those two together, I don't even know what Velma's supposed to do to protect him from that. The way that they just keep him hounded, one goes top layer and one goes bottom, and they just carried him across the screen, that was insanity. He had no play.
Yeah, man. I mean, oh my gosh. What can you really say except for stretching?
Jake definitely did some yoga on him. Like, it was kind of crazy.
It was just like a moment. I was just like, all right, time to stretch. Let's get ready for losers semis.
All right, see, like, okay, at this point in this game, I kind of thought they had a chance, and then because I think right here they get both stocks, boom, right, light bulb hits. Thought they had a chance, but they ended up getting closed out pretty quickly afterwards. Look at how he's getting swarmed. Look at the juggle. Oh my god, bro. He got carried from left side of the stage up into the air slightly. Double hit from both players. He's out of there.
I mean, it's not easy being a giant man. Iron Giant has a lot of issues when it comes to... Like, this is sort of like the big heavy character crisis. You could equate it similar to, like, Ganondorf, for example, in Smash. The character that's very heavy, one of the heaviest in the game, extremely easy to combo on, so he's easy combo food. He might not be easy to kill, but he just lacks proper options to be able to get people off of him. And that's really the issue. You're pretty much waiting until they have attack decay at that point to really say, okay, time for me to actually play the game and press some buttons.
You're waiting for your teammate to get them off of you. That's what you're waiting on.
Yeah, that's really what you're waiting on, but you know what I mean.
I know what you meant. But that's it, right? He has no get him off me tools, right? He's there to soak up the damage. But whenever a team, that's what I formulated in my head before I saw them play. I was like, Arya, when she touches you, she can carry you so far. And in the interims, in between those carries, what's Jake going to be able to do? Wow, Jake can do almost the same thing. So they're just going to carry, and ladder you until you're at 130 damage, and what are you going to do about it? You're already going to be in a terrible situation. They had that one in that clip where they took him up to the top. They carried him from the left and then lifted him up and then killed him. Then they had the other one where they carried him literally all the way across the bottom platform, took him off to the right side of the stage. Now he's in an edge guard situation by Swerve. It's terrible. Like, those two characters, if he doesn't have his teammate, so I said, you're going to have to lean on Meph for this win. Meph needed to come and break that up or hit them while they're trying to do those team juggles, and it just unfortunately didn't happen.
Honestly, I could not have said it in any other way. I think that's like the best way to describe that whole situation, because, I mean, Iron Giant just... There's a reason why he's no longer listed as an experimental character. They pretty much have it where it's like, yeah, this character's pretty much good to go, but I mean, it's back to that heavyweight character sort of scenario where, yeah, he ain't gonna live for long, but he gonna take a lot for it.
Yeah, bro. He was definitely in danger the whole time. But enough of that. We're going to have them falling here in, that's about 5th place. Meph and Clueless are going to get 5th place here. Moving on to the loser semis is going to be Wavy and Swerve, sitting there waiting for the winner of Cinco and Ross and Adept and Shirogane.
Hey, look at
you. And now we're about to get into the set with Mirrorman and Coslics versus Martoons and Rams. We saw this last week, and the team that ended up taking it all, Martoons and Rams, I think they showed us last set that they played on this stream that they still got it in the bag. And I need to see if Mirrorman and Coslics can stop them.
This is going to be, if there's any set that's going to be like the closest one we've had so far, it's going to be this one. I won't be surprised to see not a complete wash with a 3-0. And yes, this is a top 4 match, so it's a best of 5. It's not going to be a complete 2-0 wash.
Yeah, it definitely can't be. It gives you more time to adjust. Gives you more time.
3 sets have been going faster than I thought they would, I would be honest.
They're zipping and zooming, my man. Zipping and zooming. All right, so the Morty, man, and the Morty and the Arya, I'm starting to realize that it really was what they said when they first released the game. It said on Arya, said that she was a hard character. Yeah, that seems about right, because nobody could do it correctly for the longest, and now here we are where she is looking like one of the top 3 strongest characters in the game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said back in the day that Arya was not really a great character in terms of the 2v2 format, and originally I thought so too. But nowadays, it's a little bit of a different situation. I feel like people actually started to learn the matchup, or really the character, a lot more. And that gave people the ability to be like, oh, this character is actually really good in doubles format, in the sense that she's able to close out extremely well. And pairing that up with a player plus character that is able to help keep it open in terms of being able to back up. Oh my god, there, man! Let me talk! Oh my goodness.
Okay, you know what? He at least came back in and he got the stock off of Coslics quick and easy. Like he was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I lost mine, but nah, somebody got to go with me. I ain't going alone.
I just wanted to talk about something, and then Mirror Man shut me up. I'm mad at him.
Yo, Mirror Man wasn't having it.
Blue team right now having a lot of difficulty right now against red team, as really Mirror Man is keeping them very well up in the air. Oh my gosh, the amount of stuff that Rams was getting hit by there to lose that stock, not something you want to see, especially at that high percent that he was. But well, oh my goodness, this is a I mean, not a single... It feels like red team is just doing so well. It's hard to explain because things are going so fast.
Right, this is very, very chaotic. Like, there's a lot of scrambling. Everyone's just scrapping. Cossack said, here's a light bulb. You got to think about it before you approach me over the top of my head. He got the stock, and then here we go. Last stock for the red team to get. We got 116 on Mirror Man, but... I don't know. I don't know if he needs to go yet. He's gonna come over there. Has no fear in his heart because of this lead. He's just gonna keep scrapping. Throws the cloud down. Came over there with the movement. He can't land a hit, but at least he's not getting hit.
No fear, no hesitation, no sense of regret in the eyes as Koslik's currently left alone for a few seconds there, but they're not gonna capitalize on that, which I'm not gonna lie is very surprising, especially because we've seen how blue team handles themselves when it comes to the 1v2 situation. They've been able to really put in the work with it. However, they've been having such a difficult time here against Mirror Man's Batman. I'm honestly like shocked to see how good they're playing it so far compared to last week.
Oh yeah, for sure. His Batman is strutting and stuff. I know you said last week that their problem was they didn't have the synergy, and here we go 1 week later. They must have been playing a lot together because this is looking crispy, clean, fresh out the dryer.
Wayne Manor, anyone?
I mean, yeah. I don't know what else to say there because I was like, really, I'm a caster, but I just wanted to watch it, you know? That was like one of those kind of games where I was just like paying attention to the game itself and really was just like, I want to watch this. I didn't want to cast it. I just wanted to watch it because it was just like, it was so good to see it. It's hard to explain to everybody at home, but it's one of those feelings you get where you watch a game and you're like paying full attention to it and like you just can't say anything.
Oh no. Yeah, that's called being left speechless, my boy. But
yeah.
but no, I mean, I'm with you though. I'm with you though, man, because like I am a caster because I love to watch high level competition. I love to this is like literally the way I cast and the way that I do this up here. Maybe not exactly, but I'm like this when I'm watching tournaments with friends in an Xbox party or in Discord. I'm the same way. I'm analyzing, I'm breaking down. I just love what's happening. And like, it doesn't matter what game it is. It doesn't matter if it's sports. It doesn't matter if it's video games. I love competition. So I'm right here with you where I just get to sit here and I love just being awestruck and watching sometimes.
Yeah, it's some of the best thing. It's some of the like reason why I love being a part of this so much is because the amount of times where I get like speechless in this game is a lot. And I love just having that just sense of wonder and passion, and I've felt that for other games in the past, but I just haven't felt it like this game in particular. And that's what I really love about MultiVersus and why I tell people I want to bring the community together, why bringing so many people together, because we get to see moments like this where it's just like pure, unadulterated, good old MultiVersus as we get into game 2 here on Cromulons.
Definitely. We're in game number 2. You know, bringing the community together, I'm going to say, I think all this game really needs is more offline. Yeah, because, like, you know, people's issue at the moment is kind of like servers type stuff. And that kind of stuff gets left alone whenever the people can travel more often and see each other and feel like a family. But that'll come soon enough. And the first stock is going to be taken off sooner than we think. Look at this combo right here. Koslik's able to leak out to the right. Almost got taken out. A good float from Mirror Man. Almost got caught by the Arya start up there in the top of the stage. But nobody's really taking too much damage right now. Koslik's the highest damage. And he doesn't even look like he's in danger of getting his stock taken at all.
Yeah, both teams are really just like trying to find their ideal position that they want to be in, and just how you want to deal with the opponent here. But honestly, like, it's just been a game of back and forth at this point, kind of like what you said before. But Martoon's gonna change my mind there, as blue team currently having the lead.
That was a good up air coming out from Martoons. And look at him. He got caught with a hit, went back through the little dotted line all the way back to safety, but his teammate ended up getting clipped. And now we've got the two highest damage, Mirror Man and Martoons. I don't know who's going to lose it first, but this is such a tight game. Oh, no. What? The weakened state is on Arya. They got the juggle alive on both players. No, the reversal.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be targeted or weakened, especially as Zarya, because she does have the lightest weight in the game for any character. So she's able to die extremely easily, especially if you have max stack of weaken. But we're going to see Mirror Man take a second stock loss there, as Koslix is really trying to... There we go. Koslix going to be able to equalize it at the moment, but it's not looking good at 117. Yep, going to get a match point for blue team. It's just back and forth, man.
Man, this is a scrap festival. He is in trouble on the right side of the stage. Nice uppercut to get Arya off of him. Martoons on the stage alone. Got the bomb on. What's going to be the play? Uppercut. Yes, sir. Up air. And
there we go.
Morty, that's who I was looking at, but still end up getting one of the stocks. Rams is going to lose that one, and they are hounding Martoons right now. Remember how I told you they play off call-outs, and they're sitting there, they're talking about their game plan as the match goes on, and I tell you right now, the game plan is get Martoons out of here.
Yeah, but right now, the other team's game plan is get rid of Mirror Man. He's a big potential reason why they could lose here. Batman is a very light character as well, so if they keep on targeting Mirror Man, he could potentially lose it if he doesn't have answers here, and he's gonna need them if he wants to get this win. But it's gonna be in their favor as they're gonna take the second game here. Are we about to see another 3-0 here? I kind of hope not, I'll be honest, mainly because I want to cast more MultiVersus, and it's been only 2 O's this entire time.
I mean, we talked about this last time. This game is a momentum-based game, man. But something I do want to talk about is when we're looking at, okay, Velma's chasing Martoons, right? Koslix is chasing Martoons. We got Velma chasing Morty. Then you have Arya Stark chasing Batman. I actually was not scared for Mirror Man at all with the Batman pick, because if you pay attention, I mean, obviously you know this, you play this game, anybody that plays this game knows, look at how far Batman dodges. Look at how swiftly he moves. If you're going to put him in a 1v1 situation where his objective is not to fight back, it's to make sure you don't hit him, that's something that character can do very, very easily. And so I was definitely more worried for Martoons at the end of that game, and we did see who ended up winning.
Yeah, I mean, Mirror Man and Koslix, just like you said, they bring all these callouts to each other saying like, hey, you know, do this, do that, etc. And it's been working for them in this set. We saw it last week where they had trouble against these two players in particular. And it seems like they might have found a potential answer here. And that's honestly some really good stuff. That means they were adapting. They're starting to play the game. And you love to see that from the community.
Yeah, you know, and I wonder. I shouldn't wonder. I should be able to remember, but I'm old. So anyway, when they played each other last time, who was Mirror Man playing? Did he use bugs against them, or did he go Batman?
No, I don't remember. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Either way it goes, the Batman pick is the one. Like, this is the one. He's doing so good. Look at the pressure he's creating. He's over there all alone, racking up damage onto Rams. He is getting pieced up. But, oh, right back at him. He's already at 61. The snake almost clipped him.
I mean, we talked about it so much last week with Martoons and the snake game that he got going on with his Morty. I mean, it's so good, and you have to be aware of it at all times, because he could pull it out when you least expect it. Like there, for example, it might not have hit, but that was some extremely good conditioning.
Oh yeah, it's good coverage. Letting them know they got to get out of that airspace. It's going to make you have to move out of the way. Oh my gosh. When I tell you that boy flew like a Peyton Manning throw, I did not think he was going to die on the left side of the stage like that. I guess he lost all his dodges. He couldn't get out of that situation. But pretty even game, only because the damage on the blue team. Actually, now that I see the damage on Coslix, this is looking really, really rough. This is what we wanted, right? We wanted a turnaround. Almost got the carry. Oh, he almost KO'd Coslix. That would have been a 3-stock lead. But this is what we wanted, right? We wanted the team to come back and not get 3-0 shut out.
You're right about that, but I was about to say, look at the Arya Stark. She had a full stack of weak in there. However, gonna get rid of it. And now, Coslix needs to get some DPS going. Needs to get more damage on the Arya, especially to bring it up to an even game at this point.
Nice team combination, and that's the closeout, so there is not going to be any adjustment from Coslix in that particular round. It is 2-1. Red team finally got on the board. Blue team got on the board.
Yeah, I mean, remember what I said right before the game started. They had that adaptation game, and they certainly brought it in on this one, but it was the other team this time. They were able to bring that adaptation game. They were able to show this time, hey, we got it on us. We're gonna make sure that we do not continue the cycle of a complete sweep during our sets. And they were able to accomplish that here. So now it is currently 2-1, which is a new one to hear for today.
You know what's funny is literally if this was one round earlier, they definitely would have lost the set already. So it still would have been 2-0 all the way around. But luckily, they put themselves in a position of where they made it to the top 4, and they can play a full-on set, a full 3 out of 5. And that's giving them that more much-needed time to adjust. They're doing a good job. They got that game. It was starting to come back. Coslix dying early did set the tone. So coming into this one, I'm trying to see what's going on here because you're not going to do that to Coslix 2 times.
Yeah. It's something that you have to definitely be concerned for on that on the Mirror Man Coslix side. You have to worry about it a little bit because now it's like, okay, they might have found an answer to us. We need to change it up a little bit and make sure that you keep that pressure going.
Oh my gosh. Mirror Man got terrorized. Hey, look, I said you're not going to do it to Coslix twice. And they said, well, cool, we'll do it to the other guy.
I had to visibly look away from that. Like I was about to be sick from that, because that was like being shaken or shook around, and I could not. I could not. It was disgusting.
I mean, look, man, it is Batman, bro. He doesn't have any powers. What was he supposed to do when Morty's coming through with all the gadgets dunking him on the left side of the stage?
He has the power of money. What you mean?
The almighty dollar. All right, now this is a scramble fest once again. This is how this whole set's been. I guess when Arya's out there and you're trying to tussle with her, especially Arya and Batman, it does turn everything into a scramble. Trying to protect these squishy little characters, you got to come in there with your teammate. Now everyone's getting hit, but the blue team's really getting hit. 115, 116. They are really, really hurt, but they have ground control right now.
Which is honestly a really good thing. They've been needing that, especially for this matchup in particular. They just need to get this KO.
Yo!
Oh, yo! We got a DBZ. I have not seen one of those yet. That's my first time seeing a DBZ in MultiVersus. Quick, yeet MultiVersus. Get on it.
What's a DBZ, man?
Dragon Ball Z. So a DBZ moment is when both players hit each other and it KOs each other.
You know what? I'm gonna ask you later because I still don't get why that's called the DBZ. But
it's like that in Smash. That's what they call it in Smash.
Like how when Vegeta and Goku were fighting each other and they both punched each other in the face at the exact same time. Oh, I got it. I'm with you. But Batman is no longer with us, adding another point to the blue team stack, and now Cosmos is in danger. He is literally the last one standing that's going to cause an L that can make this 2-2. But I love the coverage that Mirror Man is providing. That is what you call a defensive teammate. Oh my gosh, if he caught the side air to side air, that could have been it. But in either way, they're still going to get the closeout. And here we go, 2-2 on the board.
This is looking really close now. As my goodness, I mean that was disgusting, honestly.
That was so good. That was a good game. That was a good game. That little really, Scooby-Doo banner good. That's behind who's wearing that? No, not Martoons. Rams is wearing that thing over his head. The Scooby-Doo banner behind him. Did you see what I'm talking about? It's like purple and white.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I mean, anyway, I was just trying to say it looked cool. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not too much of a Scooby-Doo fan, but I'm a fan of good art, and that was good. That was good. I like that. Either way it goes, this set is super good. We're going to game number 5 in our first 3 out of 5. Are you kidding me? 2-2 on the board. The first set where a team actually won. The opposing team actually won a game.
Alrighty, we're gonna look here to see what we got going on next. So we got one more game to go. I don't know who's gonna take this. I'm gonna be honest. If Rams and Martoons have what it takes, I think they could potentially do it. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I think they have what it takes. But it's a matter of whether Mirror Man and Costlix are able to turn the tides. Momentum is a big and serious thing. So it's all about whether or not you're able to turn the tides into your favor.
I'm definitely with you. And the thing that turned the tides in the past 2 games were the stolen stocks. One time it was Costlix, the other time it was Mirror Man. And this time we're seeing a little... All right, well, forget what I was about to say, because bye-bye Mirror Man's first stock. And the blue team's already got one on the board. I was gonna say, like, everything's fine. You don't let that happen again. There we go, tit for tat. They got the stock off of Rams, and this is such a scramble. This set is crazy.
Ooh, we're gonna see Rams trying to go after Mirror Man here to keep him away from Costlix, so that way Martoons could be able to get some early kill off. Well, not early kill at this point, but oh my goodness, it's. Oh my god, it's so close here, honestly. Even though we've got like a big difference in percentage between Martoons and Costlix, we clearly know who the 2 people they're going after are at this point. However, Mirror Man, gonna barely miss, but Martoons is gonna immediately punish with that spike.
Yep, got the spike on him, and here it is, almost the end of days for Morty. Martoons surviving, but finally clipped by the light bulb once again. And now it's a tied game, but look at the damage on Costlix. He wants to come over and help. I thought if Martoons would have went ahead and pressed the issue, he might have been able to get that stock, tried to go over there and help out Rams. Rams is still gonna fall, and this is a rough situation here. You brought yourself all the way back from being down 0-2. Are you gonna let it in like this?
And I hope they don't, because it's the last game. You do not want it to end like this. But Red Team might potentially have what they need if they're able to keep it just a little bit longer. But, oh no, Blue Team, they have 67% now on the Batman. And they're going to be going after him. He's got the most percent on him. This is not what you want to see, because he's now at 100. We need Red Team to go after either... Really, they need to go after Martoons at this point, because he's got 95, he's got the max stack of Weekend. You want to get a kill here as soon as possible. But it's not easy, because Rams is making it so hard for Mirror Man at the moment. He's trying to find a way to make it back on stage, and he's going to be able to, but, oh, this is a tight, close game between both sides.
Oh, he got sniped. He got sniped out on the side.
Oh, Coslick's going to get this clutch spike at the side of the stage. They're going to be able to take it. Mirror Man and Coslick's on the winner's side now of the Grand Finals. They're guaranteed second place again for the third time in a row. I don't think anybody is going to tip off any of the points that they have acquired the entire Series E so far. At this point. Like, there's no way.
I thought they lost. Coslicks, I'm talking to you. I thought that was an L. What way to hold your composure. What a way to land that dunk when it was so necessary. Because I'm telling you right now, they weren't letting Mirror Man play. He was getting harassed. My goodness.
Coslicks, let me talk to you real quick. Let's go, bro! Seriously, let's go. That was amazing.
That was crazy. I'm going to tell you right now, man, you saw me. You came back in here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I had to hide from the cam. There was too much going on. But at least I'm going to get a breather because we are going to take a small break before we get back here with the top 3 here in this top 8 of MultiVersus here at Series E.
We'll see you soon.
What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I hope you got your snacks. I hope you took your restroom break. I hope you got some water. Whatever you needed to get to be prepared for the rest of these matches, because they're going to be bangers. I hope you got it ready and you're settled in and ready to rock. Tailwinds, what's cracking?
I hope everybody at home wrapped themselves in a blanket, maybe grabbed out some of their Halloween candy they got from the neighbors all around the block, because we're about to get into some hype matches and we need all the energy you can bring, everybody in the chat, for these next few sets. What we got going on here is we have 3 more sets to go. Losers, semifinals, into losers finals, into grand finals, and maybe even a grand finals reset. Who knows? I mean, last week we saw that the reverse 6-0 meme was dead. It died. So hopefully that happens again this week, where we do not see a 6-0 in grand finals. But
I mean, it died, but it was 6-1. It was close. It was super close. Them boys got 1 game off, and in the reset, they got 3-0 on the winner's side of grand finals, and then got 1 game in the reset, and then got cleaned up. That was rough to watch.
Yeah.
Oh man. Regardless, though, this is gonna be some fun stuff. This is gonna be some good stuff. I'm ready for the action. So as we're talking about the standings of the bracket, there's Mirrorman and Cossack sitting on that winner side of grand finals, waiting for their opponent. Next up is gonna be Cinco and Ross FGC going up against Wavy and Swerve, and the winner of that match goes on to fight Martoon and Rams, who we just saw fall 3-2 against Mirrorman and Cossack. That was a banger set, the best set we had all night. And I'm looking forward to more to come that are of that caliber.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to see some more work here from Ross and Cinco. They weren't able to put in as much going into their set earlier today, but we're going to have to see if they are able to really pull it out there again. What is that one of the best teams right now in all of MultiVersus, like at least online, with Wavy and Swerve, Jake and Aria Calm.
And then starting it off, they already got one player off stage. Ooh, fighting back nicely. That was some good play from, well, forget what I'm talking about. Blue team's still gonna lose stock because they left one player singled out when they went off to the right side of the stage, left old boy in the middle of the stage and got terrorized.
Bro, it just looks too easy for them. It's so hard for a blue team to really figure out a way to get in on red team right now. As you can see, Swerve still has 32, but it's rising and fast, as it's gonna be an early stock KO. That's honestly awesome.
Oh yeah, and we can definitely call that an early stock KO because he did die at about 80, but he started that juggle at 30, like you said, and got carried up into 80. That's a lot of hits, a lot of damage, and a lot of synergy to get that out of there. More synergy to come, gonna get the stock off of Wavy, and now Wavy and Swerve are actually down after having the first stock taken.
You're right about that. It's really awesome to sort of see a little bit of a lead so far for Ross and Cinco. As I said last time, they were not able to put in as much work in their set earlier on the winner's side. So it's good to see that they're still not even close to giving it up just yet, as we're seeing them really going after both players and just like doing a combination of just like 2v1 scenarios whenever they're able to.
Yeah, they're holding ground together is what I'm liking. Like they're like, well, okay, you know what? You were talking about that. But the red team is staying together a lot, but nice separation by the blue team to get them soloed out. And now the danger's here. He was able to leak around that. Jake has such good aerial movement. He was able to get out of that pressure. Most characters, he would have been toasted on the left side of the stage. 144 on Arya start. You get clipped by dang near anything, and you're toast, but a nice knife teleport to get out of that situation.
Absolutely looking for some sort of kill from either Ross or Swerve. Not anything just yet, however. Swerve gonna do a really good job at trying to play this game of fencing like I called it before. of just not giving really any room for the opponent to come back onto stage, but the one time he lets it go, it's not going to be perfect. But look at this Cinco 183 with the Aria stock. You're going to lose the stock as a result, but blue team going to take the first game out of nowhere.
Man, that was rough, man. They lost the first stock, and then after that, they completely turned up. Went to the thermostat, put it on about 160, because it was hot in there for the red team.
Yeah. It was hot and ready, DiGiorno's.
DiGiorno's? You just Allen Iverson me. You put the ball out to the right, and you crossed me over because I thought you were going to say Little Caesars. How are you going to DiGiorno?
Oh, wait, it's Little Caesars.
Yo! I got crossed so nasty just now, mixed up. Are you kidding me? Oh my god! But
I don't care. I don't care. People clip that in the chat. I don't care.
That was great.
I don't care.
Oh
you got yours. I got mine.
Oh, okay. All right, settle down. Let me. All right. You can't laugh because then I'm going to start laughing again. But here we go. We got one game on the board.
I'm just keeping a bright
Cinco and
smile on
Ross.
my face.
Cinco and Ross, one game on the board here in the loser semis. And like we said, the winner of this is going to move forward to fight Martoons and Rams. But there's a lot more to be played because this is 3 out of 5. Wavy and Swerve have the potential to run this bad boy back. They're only down one game, and they started off very well. I don't know exactly what the adjustment needs to be because, like I said, Wavy and Swerve like to play on top of each other. They kind of hover around each other in like a little circle. And the other team just kind of just plays it as it goes. Like, if they can single one of you out, they'll just take you away and create the 1v1 situation.
Yeah, they'll take you away to a secret place, the Sweet Escape, as we're seeing Ross coming back.
Yo, I swear I thought that Ross was Cinco was toast right there, but he was able to survive.
I thought so too, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I thought, like, Ross playing the Velma has a little bit of a difficulty coming back onto stage because of how floaty the Velma is, and we see why.
Oh.
But so they're just giving it to Swerve and Wavy at this point.
Yeah, that was walking in. You got the pillow in your hand, and on it is game number 2, trying to hand it over to these guys for free 99 for a limited time. Because what happened right there, Cinco went over there to try to defend the KO on Ross.
No.
He tried to go defend it and killed himself, and now they are in the roughest of spaces. Look at the movement of Jake, dog. Like, what?
Oh my
How
gosh.
is he able to make that?
Oh my god. Stop it. These two. I love them both. They're both homies that are on Tempest, which is a guild. My goodness, are they annoying me right now. Like, I feel annoyed. Don't bring that out. Don't bring that out.
Damn. That game. They snapped them out of existence.
It was inevitable.
They snapped them out of existence.
Watching that game, I'm not gonna lie, I was annoyed. I was annoyed for them.
Do you know? Yeah. Do you understand how mad I would be if I was trying to move and I was getting hounded like that?
I am mad. I'm not happy about that. That felt like it was stolen, and I'm not the one playing.
Well, put a ski mask on Wavy and Swerve, because they definitely cut the glass open with that little thing. Boom, pushed open the circle glass hole they cut open and took the diamonds. That was pure robbery. They stole that one. That was ridiculous. From the start to the finish.
They were already gone.
Man. Like, dog, can I play the game? This is a tournament, sir. Can I play the game? Oh, my God. 1-1. What in the world? I'm talking about, well, they possibly could run it back. They have a chance. It's the first of 3 to 5.
Yeah, we're just trying to
And
provide some entertainment value here, saying, there's a possibility they could bring it back with the momentum of the game. We've been seeing a little bit of adaptation from these players. Now they're just like, you thought, fool.
oh, that was nuts. That was nuts.
That was,
I'm ready to see the next game. There ain't no way Cinco and Ross will happen again.
That was stupid.
Definitely was.
Let's just get on to the next game already.
I'm saying, bro, like, well, I get it, though, because if I'm Cinco and Ross, I'm sitting in that Discord, and I'm going to be like, they're probably arguing with each other. Man, what were you doing, dog? Like, man, you was carrying me over here. You were supposed to, like, what the?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to take a breather.
It's either that, or they're just sitting in the Discord call, quiet for a few seconds, and then they're like, okay, it's alright, we lost one, it's alright, we got a chance, we got another opportunity to make it back here. Here we go, 2v2. We're on this stage again, though, after the last game? Okay. I feel like this is not the best stage idea, considering, especially like last game, but we've seen it before, that Wavy and Swerve are extremely good on this stage. They are super volatile. I would have counterpicked to something else here, especially because you're going to have a little bit of a hard time recovering. Oh my god, Ross with the, needle in the haystack clutch recovery there. Just insanely close to dying.
Yo, as soon as he saw Swerve take his attention off for 1 second, he's like, please, 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 and he got back up on the side of the stage. And that's exactly what he needed. Look at this edge guard. I'm scared for Ross right now. No, I mean Cinco, but Cinco was able to skate by. That was a tough situation. One good stretch punch, and that would have been the stock. But it looks like the blue team has the damage lead. If you look at 96, 106, sitting on my man's Wavy, this is kind of rough. This is much better than last game.
It is much better, but it can only be for so long, Anything could change, especially with Red Team here, how we've seen them be able to get super refreshingly early kills. So I won't be too surprised to see if that potentially happens here. But the more and more they keep on dealing this damage and not getting any KOs, the more and more they're going to get them anyways, as we're going to see a double KO on the blue side.
That was sad. You're putting in all that work. You're the one that has control. You've got the edge guard going, and then all of a sudden, the tables are turned on you, and now you're down 2 stocks. That's going to be 1 on the board for the red team. Now they got to get this Arya Stark off the stage, and there it goes. The car drops right on top of Cinco's head, and here we go. Very, very, very even game here in game number 3.
If I were in Cinco's shoes right now and I got hit by a giant car coming down from above, I would probably be dead. But I am not in Cinco right now, so I don't know how he's alive.
That was a Irish car dog.
Irish car dog. Those Irish car manufacturers, man, they are on something else. Let me tell you, as Blue Team is on match 1.
Oh my gosh, blue team's definitely got this one under control. We got 90 on Ross, but Ross is Velma, and the whole point of your play is to stay away from everybody. But the double team came over there. He was able to evade a stretch punch, but using all those resources. Here comes Arya Stark of Wavy and closed out the
this is what they want. This is exactly where they're best at, is on last stock for both teams. They are insanely good at getting early kills like this. You have to play this like a dodge and weave sort of thing if you want to live.
This is rough, man. Scary for both teams. Out on the side, got the knife toss. That's exactly what you want. The assistance from Wavy sliced Cinco as soon as he teleported, so he wasn't able to get anything started. But the start is finished. Here we go. Cinco and Ross closing out game number 2 in a game where I personally thought they were going to take a L.
Yeah, the start has just finished for this game, but it is certainly not over yet. 2-1 right now for Ross and Cinco in their favor. They need to play it out for this next game. Literally, they need to play it like if you are in the Smash community, you know what I'm about to say here. They need to, Ross and Cinco, they need to play like Game 4 Leo right now, because it is Game 4. They need to win it like Game 4 Leo. in order to really get into the losers finals against Martins and Rams, because we saw it their last game. The moment that both teams were on game point, that's literally like the best position for the for Martins and not Martins and Rams, for I can't say people. Anyways, for Swerve and Wavy to be able to get an extremely early kill off the top. They are so good at doing that. Is it best of 3? No, it is not. This is best of 5 because top 4. Anyways, it is so crucial to have a 2-stock lead at game point for them, at the very minimum, because they need to have that safety, like that safety harness on them if they want to win game 4. But they might not be able to after that early kill.
Bro, if they speedrun them again, are you kidding me, man? Like, don't let this happen. Okay, look, they're fighting back. All right.
They're trying. They're trying.
That's how you even the game up. I love to see it. Do not crumble under the pressure.
Okay, we're looking to see what's up here. Yep, there we go. Swerve immediately going to come in, get that ability to help out his teammate. Oh, this is bad for the Velma. It ain't going to look good.
Yo, the double stretchy punch got him over there with the beautiful edge guard. After he saw you use most of the resources, I think he only had 1 jump left. He had 1 more camera usage left, and he just couldn't do anything about that pressure. We got 110 sitting on Cinco. He's in trouble, but his teammate's the one getting carried into the heavens. Oh, and I like it. Wavy wants to stick to the Velma. He wants to keep getting that damage on and keep the pressure on because he knows that Cinco's scared to engage.
You know, I just thought about this with Jake. He stretches like a whole lot. Do you think Jake would ever get like cramps? Because he's stretching those muscles a whole lot.
He definitely is not getting cramps at all. That man is Dalsim's cousin. You see what I'm saying? Yoga is in their blood.
I wouldn't think so either, especially with the fact that they are on game point at the moment and really just putting in some good work here. But that, yeah, the moment I saw the 145 on Arya Stark for Cinco, I was like, there's no way they're going to be able to win this with them being on game point. Arya's lightest character in the game, literally a fly landing on her head at that percent will kill her.
And don't let it be a dragonfly, because those are even scarier. But anyway, so we saw him hitting all those stretchy punches. He was so accurate that game, and I feel like that's something that's been missing. He's been kind of like, he's been doing them in opportune situations, but the other player normally has a resource or his teammate's not there to lock them in place, and he's not been hitting them. In that game right there, he literally pulled out the rifle, you know what I'm saying, checked out the scope, checked the wind pressure, and he sniped every single time he let that thing go. It was ridiculous.
My man's brought out the dual-wielding Winchester 1887s from Modern Warfare 2. He came in there, pow, pow, did the reloading flip thing, and was just like, all right, we go.
I love it. The red team, Red Dead Redemption, sniping, shooting. They're trying to take this into the losers finals, right? So they need 1 more game, but guess what? They had to tie that up. So this is what we've been seeing. We've been seeing Cinco and Ross in very tightly contested games take a game, and then right back at them, a dominant game comes out from the red team. If we're going by the way it's been going, Cinco and Ross should win, right? That's the order it's been going in. But is that momentum going to stick this time for the red team? Wavy and Swerve might be able to close this out if they can get an early stock the way they've been doing.
It's not a matter of should, it's a matter of will. We'll have to find out here if both of our players, Cinco and Ross, have the will to be able to get this win here.
Oh my gosh, over on the side of the stage.
Oh, this is very hard.
Yes, the side air. No! Stretchy punch and then another stretchy punch.
No, don't do it. I swear to God, Swerve!
Skateboard! Oh, he almost had him.
Stop it!
Get him out of here, skateboard! I need to see it happen. What will
Swerve, I want to see a close game. It's game 5. Oh my gosh. I'm like cheering against Swerve right now. I want to see high-paced action, and so far we've been seeing nothing but the complete opposite. But we do have those stacks of weekend. It's on Swerve at the moment, so if they're able to really land some good hits here on him, not really anymore, but I mean, if you're able to deal some real hits on someone with max stack of weekend, that's extra knockback and damage. So that's what you're really looking forward to seeing here. But red team is on a 4-stock potential game here.
Don't 4-stock. I'm like, look, I want to see some crazy KOs, man.
It's supposed to be game time.
Oh my gosh, they did it again!
Oh, we scrunked them good, dude.
They were so close to having it, and unfortunately, they were just one game short. Ross and Cinco going to take a really, honestly, like an extremely respectable 4th place finish. Like, seriously, they might have lost in what is a, like, very unfortunate way. But you cannot deny that they did so amazingly tonight. They were able to take a 4th place finish here tonight at the Series E Season 1 Qualifiers number 3, which is not something that's easy to do. I mean, we've seen how great all of these teams are, so they definitely deserve the credit that they get here. Very great stuff from Ross and Cinco. But, I mean, Swerve and Wavy are looking really good at the moment, and I think we're going to get the same top 3 as we did last week, Zipmaster Flex.
Yes, literally the exact same 3 teams, but in a different order, because Nearman and
Koslick's got the winner's side, yeah. I think last time it was Rams and Martoons that got winner's side.
Yes, exactly. Rams and Martoons had winner's side. No, wait. Hold on here. No, Wavy and Swerve had winner's side. Because Rams and Martoons beat Coslicks and Mirrorman.
Winner's side, and that's where they took out, that's where they got rid of the meme.
Yep.
Of the 6-0 on Grand Finals.
Exactly.
Everybody at home knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, well, I hope everybody knows what you're talking about, because I didn't. You know, I wasn't educated. I wasn't edumacated whenever you first told me. I didn't know the meme.
Edumabudicated.
Oh, man, this game. Look, dude, I know you wanted to be nice and sweet and great job. You guys made it so far. Look, dog. I've seen.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him.
I've seen some butt beatery in my days, and that right there, oh Lord, that was some cheek clapping.
And not the right kind of cheek clapping either.
Hey, anyway, you look.
I mean, not that cheek clapping.
Whoa, wait, no, I say that.
They slapped him in the cheek hard. That's what I meant.
Yes, turn the other cheek, like the Bible says. I don't know what you're getting at here, but
yeah, Christianity,
Wavy and Swerve definitely laid down the smacketh down in that last game. I want to see the clips from it. I mean, look at this. Look at this terrorizing over here on the right. Well, actually, no, that's the blue team winning this one. Yeah, because this was one of those 1-1. And the blue team won this game. And wait, how did they get the final stock here? Yeah, the car. Dropped the car. The Irish car dog. That's what that was.
Yeah. I'm just looking back at this and I'm thinking to myself, did they really have to?
Have to do what?
Do it to him like that?
Well, look,
I mean,
look at that carry. That was crazy.
Literally, Wavy did not even need to help.
Not at all. See, this is where I thought this game was starting to get fair. They ended up getting that stock right. But then stuff like this starts happening. The chase, boom, smackage. How about one more? Get up out of here. Now over here on the side of the stage, I remember this one. Bonk! Oh my God. It was so sad. It was so sad watching that happen. But now this is the game right here.
This was disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. Bonk! I'll holler at you later. Bonk! Oh my gosh. And then where are you going? I'm gonna whip that one. But here's that skateboard. Yo, this part was actually crazy. This is when he was chasing him out on the side. He couldn't find that last hit. I cannot believe Cinco survived as long as he did on the side of the
Bro,
stage.
Cinco killed him at like no. Wavy killed Cinco at like 12%.
Oh my
12.
goodness. That's disgusting.
Like it put him up to 12%. It like killed him.
Superman?
Like one of the stocks in this 4 stock here, he died at like 8. He died at like less than 10%.
That's actually sad.
That's the lightest character in the game for you.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if that. I mean, at 8, like, does it even matter if you're light at that point? That's just getting robbed. That's just getting your resources.
You might as well just get like choked and die immediately.
Yo, 8% is like when you're walking through the house at night and you step on a Lego. That's what 8% is.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't die from that. It hurts, but you shouldn't die from that. Oh, okay. So we're going into losers finals here. We got Wavy and Swerve, the dominance. Let's see if they can carry it into this one against Martoons and Rams. We talked about this last time. They actually bodied these guys on the winners finals last time they matched. But when they got in the grand finals, Martoons and Rams really showed everybody what this team comp. Yeah, they showed what this team comp's all about.
Yeah, but after that last set there, I mean, Wavy and Swerve, they came here with a goal in mind. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see if they bring that again. But, I mean, my goodness, Rams bringing out the smoke.
Yeah, Rams definitely had a nice carry. He almost had Wavy, and he didn't get that one. He said, don't worry, I'll get your buddy, and he ended up carrying Swerve off the top. He almost had a 2-for-1 special. And there it is. Oh, he almost had a chance with that one too, but did the car drag him down?
I don't know, I'll be honest.
I feel like it did. It looked like it, but
gosh.
That's a drag down. What a save from Martoons.
But it's not going to be enough for Wavy. He's going to be dead after that one. And Swerve also dead to rights. This is the opposite of the last set, except it's too late now. I can't return that.
I'll end you with a chicken bone.
Yep. It's definitely past the return date. You cannot go to customer service, but it still could be a 4-to-1 stock. I mean, they didn't get the 4 stock. They can definitely still close this out. Do you think this is clutchable though? I mean, this is looking rough.
It's looking really rough for the blue team at the moment. There's no way they're going to be able to recover after that first game win coming in from Rams and Martoons. And we said it before, these two are no strangers to each other. They've played a lot against each other. So now it's just a matter of just dealing with what you've known from before.
Oh man, that was rough. And I'm going to tell you, Tailwinds, as a wise man once told me, yikes.
Yeah. There's no other way to put it.
That was a yikers. When you come off that match you just had and you were that dominant and you got you a 4-stock and then you come in here and you dang near get 4-stocked yourself, that is not good for the morale. Not good at all. Here we go. So we got Wavy and Swerve, Martoons and Rams. This set is kicking off in the favor of Martoon and Rams heavily. And, man, Rams might be the coldest Arya Stark out. I feel like he's ridiculous with that character.
Yeah. I mean, is there really much we need to talk about with that? The Morty is ridiculous. I mean, the accuracy with the snakes, the ability to just really rack on insane amounts of damage with the character. Let's not forget that. Like, for all it's worth, like, we've been talking a lot about the accuracy with the snakes, but, like, Martoons is insane when it comes to racking on damage, especially with the use of grenades and grounded side special to be able to make multiple sets of grenades and just really making the stage a bit of chaos. And then also the clutchest spikes that we've ever seen. Some of the coolest like combos, extensions that we've also seen from the character. I mean, Martoons has been putting in work with the character.
Oh, yeah, Martin Zamordi is definitely ridiculous. He's too good. He's too good. Yeah, that team in itself, they're really really good, and for Mirrorman and Cossacks to be able to hold them off, that's a huge story to be told, because the way they played and the way they closed out last week, and they're still doing it here in this week. Honestly, they didn't turn up last week until they hit the loser side of the bracket. So I don't know. Maybe this is what they needed, and they might go up there and talk to Mirrorman and Cossacks, and it might be a rough go at it from the winner side of the grand finals, but there's still more to come here in this losers finals. It's only one game been played. Wavy and Swerve taking their time, got to decompress, get themselves together before they step back into the ring with these two Goliaths.
Yes, it's something I look to see going into this next game. That first game was very dominant for Rams and Martoons. I won't be surprised to see Wavy and Swerve get an idea of what they want to do and really just applying it here. And basically just saying something along the lines of, we know what you're going to do. Don't try it.
I know what you're going to do, and I ain't going to let you do it. We're going to start the game off, and the zoning has started, and we put away the Arya start. Wavy decided we need some zoning. We need to relieve the pressure. And now it's going to be Jake and Velma for the blue team. Sticking with the same team over there, Morty and Arya Stark. And I want to see how this turns out. I like the idea. They're staying around each other. They're playing the pressure. Nice job of the red team to break that platform and take away part of the game plan. But the juggle's alive. I am scared for Wavy right now. He's able to make it out and back over to the right side. So you want to take the time to start the game to set up the zoning.
Oh, here we go. We're going to try to get some edge. No, not some edge play here. We're going to see a lot more of just like both teams trying to get some good approach here to get some extensions going, but haven't been able to find too much just yet. It's been a little bit of back and forth so far, which makes sense here, but Martoons going to try to go for the kill potentially, but nothing just yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, they didn't cover that properly. I feel like they should have been a little bit more aggression. If Morty would have went into the mid lane with them, and then Arya came over the top, a little bit more pressure, they could have got that KO. But unfortunately, we're going to watch them fall. And now you're out on the side of the stage. You got 144 and sitting on top of Wavy, but you still can't get the stock. Oh, but your teammate's going to fall. And here it goes. It might be 2 points going on for the red team.
Oh my goodness. I saw the Morty on the right side of the stage bring up the airship and then went with the snakes on the Jake, and it landed perfectly once again. I don't know how he does it, but I'm mesmerized every time I see that accuracy, man. He is a sharpshooter when it comes to the snakes.
Practice makes perfect. Accuracy is done in the same manner. Okay, the carry on to the right of the stage. Okay, he actually had most of his resources. Nice job using the horse to get over the top. The dunk! Oh my goodness. I thought Martoons had Wavy Dunzo there on the left side of the stage. I was trying to watch Jake try to get his way back on the stage on the right, and there was a lot happening over here. Now we're in a little scramble here. Jumping situation, but they didn't really get any pressure off of Swerve. Swerve is almost toast. Good job to sweat, stretch, and curl so the top of his dome is not exposed.
Right about that. Want to keep it covered for as long as possible. You do not want to get a concussion after that. Swerve and Wavy both. This is honestly the worst position for them to currently be in. They are both at over 100% apiece, and now red team is easily able to just come in and get the kills easy, just like that. And they're able to take game 2 in a nice and clean fashion. That's how they need to play this third game here. Exactly like that. Be 2 stocks ahead or even 1 stock ahead, but make sure you have 2 KS first, then put both opponents at that maximum, like over 100 percentage sort of situation. So that way it's easily able to get to a result like that, where they're able to just one after the other.
That was at the end of the game there on the right side of the stage. If you were looking, you saw that Wavy tried to use the bullhorn. That's a super, super risky play, because the result if he missed was Arya's going to get you out of there with a side air. And that's what ended up happening. But if you take a look, he had the beam right above Arya's head. All he had to do was flick it down a little bit. He would have hit the attack. He would have been able to make it back safely. And that could have been like something to change the game a little bit. I mean, they were still down huge. He was still at like 144 damage, right? But that was scary. Watching him try that, once it whiffed, I was like, that's game. You gave it up. That's game. You had to try something, but yeah, either way it goes, that is 2-0 in the favor of Martoons and Rams. The Velma pick did not look much better, to be honest. I don't know. You might want to go back to your original team.
Yeah, and that's something that we could potentially see going into this next match. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see if everyone just sticks with what they got right now, because everybody's just going to stick with their same characters and everything. Let's go with Plats, excuse me. Very not surprising, considering both teams are so good with their current comps, and they're like S-tier comps, so I don't see any issue with it.
Well, they went ahead and Wavy did go ahead and switch back from the Velma to the Arya Star, so that's definitely a much-needed change, because the Velma did not help out like I thought it was going to. I thought it was a good look. I like the way they set up last game, tried to take the little platform on the left, but the red team was like, no, we're not going to let you do that. Get down here on this platform and fight us. They broke that plat quickly, and now we're hearing a scramble with the blue team. Backs against the wall, down 2 games, and they're doing much better this time. They have the damage lead, and they're playing a little more synergetic, playing around each other the way that I'm used to them doing. Nice stretchy punch. Nice way to fight his way back. Martoons living on 100.
Yeah, Martoons has also been doing a really great job at just staying alive. We've seen him be able to live at really percents that we didn't think would work most of the time, especially because his teammate has been very good at helping out whenever possible. Rams has not been making it easy for blue team to KO him whatsoever. Even at the maximum rate of weakened, he's been able to live it out and take a stock as a result as well. Now at this point, they need to get rid of Swerve's stock, and then they're at prime position to then be able to rack the damage on both of blue team and deal with them just like it was last game.
I'm gonna be honest, if Swerve ends up taking the KO, getting KO'd before, there we go. Okay, if he got KO'd before Martoons, I was gonna be like, Martoons is a survival god. That was crazy how long he was living on that stock after he hit 100. About 40% before Swerve ever touched 100, and he still almost survived longer. 161 damage on this Jacob dog. If he doesn't get hit by a big banger hit, he can move back to the stage and from any situation. So then nice, he used the house to come down and land on the top, but the dunk will do it. That was too much damage. You saw he flew at rocket speed.
I mean, that was like a pre-passed trajectory there. It was just like, yep, this is your fate. Have fun with it.
Oh, nice. He got both of them in the stretch. Missed the top of the noggin. Nice. Martoon's going to get clipped. A stretchy punch. He's not going to do it because a very good save coming out from Martoons. And here we go, a tied game. But this is scary territory for Rams. Rams is on the cusp of defeat, but the team jumble over the top.
He's going to miss. That could be what makes them lose the game. If Rams would have been able to connect that's seriously, and I'm not joking, they would have been able to win if that connection would have happened.
Oh, that would have been game for sure. He definitely would have died if that hit would have landed. But I'm looking at it right now. Oh my gosh, tried to stretch, but too late. And the bomb is going to catch you on the whiff punish. Look at the baggage coming out as he's packing them bags up and he's moving into grand finals. Martoons and Rams.
Martoons and Rams are going to be able to do it. They were able to take out their demons, Wavy and Swerve, who were able to beat them last time, I think? I don't remember. I think so. But
no, Wavy and Swerve lost in well, they beat them in winners finals, but they lost in grand finals.
So they've been demons, honestly.
Yes.
Really do everyone, let's be honest. But yeah, they've been demons, and they were able to defeat them. Think about it like this, too. So Martins and Rams are the number 2 seed. Wavy and Swerve are the number 3 seed. So, I mean, that is really, really good in terms of being able to win your seed. Excuse me, and it's not easy.
No, not at all. Number 1 and 2, I mean 2 and 3, like that's huge. And I mean, I think I know who it is, but who's the number 1 seed?
Number 1 seed. I mean, do we really have to say it?
I think no. I just for the people. I'm just listening. I'm listening close. I'm just for the people.
I think it's Mirror Man and Kosalix.
Rightfully so, because them boys are sitting in grand finals.
Yeah.
And they're waiting
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the opponents, Martoons and Rams. This is actually crazy. They're finishing in first, second, and third. Well, we don't know who's actually going to win. But, like, it's, like, dang near in order right now. Waving Swerve, a 3rd seed, got 3rd. Second seed just got into loser side of grand finals. This is, like, dang near perfect. I'm ready, man.
Yeah. It's going to be really exciting because we did see them before. In the previous one, Rams and Martoons were easily able to take it over them. And this time around, it was a little bit of the opposite. So now, really, like set count-wise for Series E, it's 1-1 as far as I remember. At least for the past, 2. So, really, it could be either or that could take this. And I'm really excited to see it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I know that Mirrorman and Kosalix, like, we haven't seen them play in a minute, and they're not just sitting here watching the tournament. They're not going to have cold fingers. They've been playing in queue, getting some games in, keeping that communication up, keeping the synergy up, so they'll be ready for this moment. And but Martoons and Rams, when you look at the set that they had against each other, and it went 3-2. Mirrorman and Kosalix went up 2-0, and it was looking like a shutout. And then Martoons and Rams found that gear shift. That one that they locked themselves into last tournament when they beat them. They found that one, locked into it, tied the set 2-2, and then all of a sudden, here come Mirrorman and Kosalix. That was actually a huge Mirrorman game and a couple of nice timely spikes from Kosalix to close that bad boy out. And now, the rematch is soon to start, and it's going to be good stuff. As you know, everybody, when you're in grand finals, you're on the winner side, the losing team has to beat you one full set, knock you down into losers with them, and then they have to beat you again to take the tournament. But Mirrorman and Kosalix, they only have to win once.
Exactly. But
yeah, with that being said,
before we even do any of that and getting into grand finals, we're going to be taking a final short break here. When we get back, though, we're going into grand finals. So we'll see you then.
Tyson boneless buffalo bites have that tasty kick of flavor, so they're perfect for any get-together. If there are any left when your guests arrive. Tyson Anytizers Chicken. More kicks of flavor, more smiling snackers, more to love. Tyson.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the third qualifier coming to a close here at Series E for MultiVersus, and it's looking like the team that won the very first one, Mirrorman and Costa. Team that won the second one, Martoons and Rams. Now, the two winning teams are going to clash here in Grand Finals to close this bad boy out, and there's going to be some exciting stuff.
You're right about that, Zipmaster Flex. We've seen both of these teams win the previous two tournaments, and did we really think it was going to go any other way? Let's be real with ourselves here, everybody. Wavy and Swerve, they are an amazing duo, and they've put in some real work here, but for Series E, what a better way to really decide who's going to take really the most points out of this one. I mean, Mirrorman and Costlix, regardless of what placement they get out of this tournament here, they're still going to have the #1 spot because they already have that first place finish from the first one. So now it's up to Rams and Martoons to really decide, do we want them to have a huge lead or do we want them to have a little bit of a smaller lead than what they do now?
Yep, and it's going to be a scrap fest. They're really going to have to make something shake. 2 sets to win to get that 50 points in that first place. But what a start. Almost. I like it. He saved his resources. Mirrorman was getting pieced up out there on the side and saved his resources until the onslaught was over and was able to make it back with ease.
Yes, and that's one thing I tell people all the time. You'd want to use that wall for your recovery, for all of your recovery tools to come back. You don't want to use it and prey on it for dear life as like a way to help you get back onto stage. It's good for that, but your opponents have an easier chance of spiking you like that then. Ooh, great connection there from Mirrorman. Going to be able to get the double up special connection there. I love how he's just moving around so quickly too. It's making it difficult for the opponents to be able to find a way to get in.
Oh my gosh. I know that Mirrorman's definitely getting groovy out there. He is sliding around everywhere, and he's landing good hits. But actually, Costlix was throwing good hands for a bit. He racked up a lot of the damage on the Rams, and now getting carried out to the side, Rams said, you know what? I'm tired of your stuff. Tried to get him, but the bomb's going to explode and hit both blue team players. I'm worried for him. You know what? I don't even understand how that happened. He just did the up air, or the up light, and caught Martoons while he was in mid-animation, gonna win that trade.
I don't know either, I'll be honest with you, but I mean, look at how close it is already. We have all 4 players at over 100%. Mirrorman's gonna lose his first stock, Costlix is gonna lose his second stock, but look at this. Red team, they are not too far away from losing their set of first stocks either, and we're gonna see an even game all the way back to the beginning.
There it is. Everyone down to the minimal numbers. We got 16. I'm getting a little bit racked up on the Arya. Ooh, the double debuffs. Put another one on there for your troubles. Racking up some good damage. And now they've finally regrouped. And the space control from Martoons is pretty good. I see what he's trying to do, and it is allowing Rams to create neutral again and start finding moments to get in. But man, this dude Mirrorman is harassing everyone at every turn. Look at that, the dive kick, the uppercut, but the reversal.
This is looking all too real too quickly here. Oh, Ram's going to be able to make it just in time to help out Martoons there for a second. But Mirrorman is really going after Martoons at this point, and I don't blame him because Martoons is the damage dealer. You want to be getting the KOs on him as much as possible, so that way the Arya Stark doesn't have as much to go off of here. And so far it's been working, but as you can see, both teams have one person at a little bit of a high percent, but the other player over 100, and they're both the light ones.
Yeah, both of the aggressive players, of course, they're dishing out damage, but they're taking a lot of damage. That jungle's huge!
Oh, that jungle was insanely big. But Batman is just not the kind of character to get those early kind of kills. And oh my gosh, you see how much attack decay helps out Martoons at this point with Batman up special? The moment you get attack decay, you're able to just live potential early KOs that far up too.
I know, actually, right? He was at like, what, 110 or something, and he still survived that uppercut? That was crazy.
Yeah, and any other circumstance it would work.
Yeah, right. It should have been the stock, but like you said, the tactic K really does mean a lot. Not gonna do enough there either. He's gonna land another one, still not enough, but that'll do it. The snipe from Coslix, he's actually been hitting those very consistently here in the game one.
Yes, and that's really what you want to keep doing. You want to keep them on their toes. Keep them surprised, you know? Don't let them see you coming. Persona 5,
Yeah.
you know, last surprise. They never saw it coming.
This dude. You know, I wish I could bask in the glory of that joke. I don't know Persona like that. I just know you said a banger.
You've never heard of Last Surprise?
No.
So that's going to be your homework. You're going to listen to Last Surprise. You won't regret it.
Okay.
Just like how I sent you that clip of the one thing that we from that Snakes on the Plane movie when I did the reference beforehand. But anyway,
that was hilarious, actually. Yes, I checked that out. That was funny.
Yeah, it was insanely funny. Anyways, that first game was looking really good for both sides, in all honesty, but Mirrorman and Coslix, in the end, were able to take it. It's really nice. I mean, it's just a matter of whether or not they're able to keep it. That's really it. It's hard to say some things sometimes, but honestly, they just got to keep it going if they want to get this win. Not much I can really say otherwise. We could go on and on with everybody at home about what exactly these players need to do. But we know they know what they want to do. And it's just a matter of whether or not they're able to consistently get it. We saw earlier that one particular moment where the Batman missed a potential early kill. Stuff like that is really where it counts. And you just got to be consistent with that more than anything. And then at that point, then it's all about the adaptation game.
For sure. One of the adaptations that the blue team, you know what, there it is. They are the blue team. One of the things that happened in that game one is Coslix got back to his old survival ways. He was throwing hands, and he was dipping and dodging and not taking much damage throughout the whole thing. And he was doing a great job, like I said, with the snipes. He was covering Mirrorman at all turns.
Here we go, next game, as we are already seeing a lot of percent on the Aria with the stacks that we can do.
Oh!
Whoa! What happened?
What? You tell me! He wasn't even at that high of damage. I don't understand. He just went flying. Yo, there was so much going on right there. So many animations. I couldn't even tell you. Nice check, but there it is. Martoons with his patented save over there. Oh my gosh, Coslix. Yo, I was terrified for a second there.
I mean, Velma is somewhat of a heavier character, especially for support, so it does make a little bit of sense that she was able to make it back. I like the use of the alien spaceship there. It means that Coslix cannot spike and instead has to go back on the stage, try to reset the game. Both of Red Team, high percent. They're going to take a stock loss for it. That does put Blue Team in the lead at the moment, and if Mirrorman's able to continue this overall like dominance and aggression, I could see them winning this one again.
You are 1000% correct. They're doing a great job to start this one off. They have a lead. They're not too damaged on either player, right? And they're already dang near evening the stock damage. What in the world? Dude, something's going on, man. That axe has got extra knockback.
Something ain't right. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Bobby,
I'll tell you what, Bobby.
Bobby, get my axe. I've got some slicing to do.
I've got some propane to slice. And we got some stocks to slice as Red Team. Man, they are getting the lead, but not for long. And now, look at this. Remember what I told you earlier about having two stocks on the board, but having both of your opponents at over 100%? This is why. Because now they are able to play it for the kill. They're not able to have, they don't need to worry about playing for like extending combos or anything. They just need to get a kill confirm going. But that's much easier said than done, but it's going to be easy anyways for Mirror Man and Costlix. What am I saying? They're going to get the 2-0, and one more game will give them a win here on Grand Finals.
More like world's greatest.
You know, I like how Costlix handled that situation. He landed an up air, Fast fell down instead of going up with the chase like you normally would, because you saw the tech down from getting hit by Martoons. He went boom, and he went straight down. So if he went up with him, he would have missed him. And he fast fell down and then came back up towards him on the fall down. What a read! That was so
clean.
Good.
That was
magnifique.
Clean. It was magnifico, indeed. All right. Now let's talk about this third game, because this really is the difference maker at this point. Let's be real. If Rams and Martoon want to get the Grand Finals reset, they now have to pull off a reverse 3-0 at Master Flex.
Yes.
And that's not easy. That is definitely not easy, especially with how good Mirror Man and Costlix have been playing tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if we see at least 2 more games from Rams and Martoons, but I'm not saying Mirror Man and Costlix are definitely going to win, but the odds are just stacked against them right now.
I agree with you, because the way that it's looking, you gotta try to put some damage on Costlix too, right? But you can't, because Mirror Man is so wavy out there. My man is up here, down there, over there, on top of you, behind you, and in front of you at the same time. So how do you even deal with Costlix when there's 7 Mirror Mans fighting?
Exactly. As we get on to Bat Cave. Okay, so this is an interesting counter pick. So, on one hand, this stage is extremely good for characters like Arya Stark and Batman, because the ceiling on the top is actually really, really low. Like, Arya could have died there if it was just a little bit higher. But here's the problem, though. The stage itself, the ground, is kind of small. And that makes it a little bit harder for Velma in particular to really get any sort of stage control going. So right now, it's definitely looking even, but I mean, this is not an easy stage for Blue Team, even though they do have potential getting early kills here.
So I do want to ask, does that also do the same to Morty? Like, right? Does it make him struggle with his setup also for not having the ground space? Because it's looking that way.
Morty is able to play in the air with really not as much of an issue as Velma. See, Velma has a hard time recovering back onto the stage when she's off stage. So she has a little bit of trouble when it comes to that. Whereas Morty is just downright stupid.
That spaceship, man.
Oh no, they are one stop away from potentially taking it, but
off the wall with a down air! Oh my god!
Red team.
I cannot believe the turn of events we are seeing. This is a team that does not want to fall 3-0 in this grand finals. What a way to turn it around.
This could be it, though.
Oh, that was almost it. Costlix with the double down there, but the
83%. This Arya is on fire right now, as they can't extinguish themselves out. They have to figure out a way to get in here and get this KO on the Batman at the very minimum. Otherwise, it's gonna be way too late. 95 on this stage is a death sentence. But Red Team's gonna be able to clutch it out and get a game 4. I did not see that coming. They clutched that out.
They were definitely getting spanked. I can't believe they were able to turn that around. They were getting demolished. And somehow, some way, that big situation on that left side of the stage, they turned the whole game around. That was must-see TV.
Yeah. That was that scene on TV. I would order that off the phone in seconds with that clutch. Yeah. Hello? Is this the Clutch Master 500? Yes, I'd like 2 copies of it, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good. They definitely had the clutch master. They got it sitting on the shelf right now. Hopefully they don't have to dust it off and bring it out for the next game. Maybe they can just secure a nice solid game without scaring us half to death. But Mirrorman and Cosmos, man. I mean, even though they lost that, they got clutched on right. Even though they lost that, I think that the way they were playing in the beginning still is scary for Martoons and Rams. Like, I mean, because a clutch is one out of 10, right? But a dominant performance like Mirrorman and Cosmos are doing can come almost every game if you just keep playing your game plan.
If you keep the momentum up. Exactly. I mean, that clutch from Martins and Rams, like I was saying, that's like Clutch Master kind of stuff, like first edition Clutch Master stuff. And that is not easy. Not easy. It is very difficult to get the momentum back into your favor. And then on top of that, winning the game when you were down that far. And they were able to do it. I mean, it just goes to show you how level-headed, even in those certain situations, all of our players here are. I mean, they are top-of-the-line players. They are cream of the crop. You do not mess with these people. We've seen it here. They are able to really put in all of their work and effort into just amazing games to really showcase it.
Oh yeah, and both teams are definitely playing very, very well. Here we go. We got a replay. The replay's running. This is the first game of the set, and this was one. Yeah, I remember this part right here. You see how hurt that man Mirrorman was, and still went over there and forced the issue. Great job. We go on to this one right here. This is another win for the blue team. They, started off with a lead from the red team actually in this game, and then over time it just started to fall apart. Look at that double KO. The lead is taken. They had an even one. It was looking really close, and there it is. That was the up air, fast fall down, and up air again. Such a clutch play from Costlix to put that 2-0 lead on the board. And now that dive kick to kick this one off. This is where I thought, yikes, this tournament's over. Right, when he did something like that to start the game, look at everyone's damage, thought it was over, but then tit for tat, right at the top of the stage, Rams taking Cossacks out.
Yes, exactly, but then Martoons came back with that spike, and then came back for some more. He was like, but wait, it's not over yet, and was able to get that amazing clutch, saw that awareness, and went in for that game win. And able to make it not a complete wash so far. So hopefully in this next game, they are able to at least get one more game going. But again, the odds are stacked against them. So it's not going to be easy. It depends on the counter pick. The counter pick worked in their favor on this one. But we'll have to see if that's going to continue going into game 4.
And if you don't know what he means, guys, he is talking about the stage counter pick because ain't nobody switching characters. Well, I mean, we could see the Bugs Bunny. I don't see why. You just ran 2 solid games and still had a very winnable game. You just got clutched on. And so 2-1, I think you stick with your characters. You have a whole set to give. Even if they do end up running this one back on you, you still have a whole nother set to run if they do beat you. So I don't see a character swap. But when we're talking about stage counter picks, where do you think that they're going?
It's not easy to think about it, honestly. It's because either way, like regular Trophy's Edge would benefit both sides. I think this stage, I don't know, because it has a high ceiling. So I feel like Batman's up special isn't as successful here. But I do understand it as well as giving Velma more room to work.
I think this gives Velma room to work, and Batman gets more playground to kind of dance around on. So this looks like a blue team stage if you ask me, right? If I ever see one. I mean, they got the final choice, so I don't know. I believe so. Look at that. Nice. He landed a battering, but he could not find the spike. And there's the save from Martoons once again.
Okay. really trying to get these early kills in on the Arya like as soon as possible, so that way they're able to get that first one on the board, which is very important going into this, of course, because this is a bigger stage. You want to be able to set that early pressure and then really just go in for a little bit of a bait and punish sort of situation. Keep your opponent off their toes, you know, not knowing what's coming next.
Definitely the most neutral heavy and even start of the set. Honestly, the most even start of any game we've seen in probably the last 3 sets. And no one has been KO'd yet. High damage on every player. Nice combination, and Mirror Man will fall.
Right about that, and that's immediately going to change. Oh, that over-aggression from Ram. Yeah, Ram's not going to be dead after that one. I'm honestly surprised a little bit, but this is not good. 130, of course. Arya Stark going to die pretty easily, but oh my gosh, Martoon's coming in. Well, of course, with the tether. Great stuff, but oh, Koslik's not going to be able to make it back onto stage, unfortunately. So that gives Red Team a little bit of an advantage going in so far.
Rams holding on to this life the way that he has. Beautiful movement. Finally caught by an uppercut. That was a huge, huge piece of this game. Now, they weren't able to extend the lead by him holding that stock, but it did put pressure on Mirror Man and Koslik nonetheless. 70 damage on Mirror Man right now. He's making something shake. He's getting some good damage on Morty, and he's not taking too much at the same time. That's exactly what you need at a time like this.
Yes, and that is something I'm looking in here as well. Just trying to see how they're playing their advantage state to really get an idea of like who I think could potentially win this. So far, it's really looking good for Red Team at the moment, but Koslik is only at 18. They are not punishing him.
Yeah, he's getting to run free, man, and it's Mirror Man. Mirror Man really commands a lot of attention, and he's really done a great job of keeping both players at bay. He'll hit one, move to the other, create a situation where he's got the uppercuts, and he's scary. If you just want to leave your teammate alone, you've got to come help. Here goes the situation right here. He's dealing with Rams very, very well, and I don't know if this is the play for Martoons to just keep fighting Koslik.
I don't know either, but it's getting really close. Both the Batman and the Arya over 100% apiece. Both very light characters. Of course, I say this how many times at this point. You all get the drill. That's what's going to happen.
Yep, Rams definitely needed the assistance of his homie. Nice snake shot, and the up air will do it on that stock. One more stock left. Morty and Batman. The danger is apparent on Mirror Man. He's so hurt, but nice job. Koslik's putting pressure onto Martoons, but he's able to escape. I cannot believe that both these players have not been hit.
No way, Martoons is alive, but the Batman is going to lose, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, Martoons, how does he live this stuff? They're now on a Game 5 situation. It ain't even over.
It ain't over yet. It is 2-2 here in Grand Finals at Series E, and these guys are putting on one heck of a performance. This is so good to watch. Like, these guys are adjusting to each other perfectly. They're making timely plays in match. This is literally the most even match of the night, and it's only fitting that the two best teams that are performing tonight are facing off right now.
It really is, honestly. We've seen a lot of sets today where they have been just complete washouts. And now, and that's even considering the fact that we had Rams and Martoons versus Mirror Man and Koslik on winners finals, and it was a complete wash for Mirror Man and Koslik's favor.
Yep. It definitely was. So there's definitely no wash here, but this is a big, big game coming up. Game number 5. Mirror Man and Koslik, if they take this is championship run. They will be winning the 3rd qualifier, but the reset is definitely possible. I don't know if it's inevitable, like my man Thanos would say, but it's definitely possible. They can put this into a whole nother set.
It's definitely on the cards. I will say that it's definitely on the cards. It's whether or not Mirror Man and Koslik are finally able to get that 4th and final kill that they've been looking for the past 2 games here. It's been every single time where they've been able to achieve the 3 kills that they've been needing to do, but then when it comes to the last one, they just never were able to attain it.
Yeah, they're not able to get that last hit. It's like they seem to do much better whenever they've got both characters damaged and they can just kind of pick and choose which one they need to KO in a scramble. When it's time to like really get Martoons out of there, if he's the highest damaged one, or even in game number 3 when it was Rams, they could not find the hit. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared for him right now. I cannot believe it. The snake shot almost hit. He barely made it back to the stage. And Mirror Man surviving only on 88, but he's definitely almost lost that stock.
You're right about that. And you have to also pay attention to the weekend as well. Look at that, 119 almost lost the stock to a full stacks of weekend that are on him. Dude, he barely avoided the Martoons attack there that came out of nowhere, but the grenade's gonna be able to take that stock anyways. Gotta be aware of everything that you see, especially when Morty is around here.
Yep, Morty is definitely causing havoc on offense and the defense. He just saved his teammate Rams, brought him back to the stage. But regardless, there's a damage lead here and a stock lead. Like, the damage is pretty even, but the stocks are in favor of the blue team. Nice scrap going on the right side of the stage. Martoon's able to even the stocks, but he's still at 115. If he can survive the way he did at the end of the previous game, that'll be a big, big thing for this team.
Indeed. We're looking at 129 on Martoons, and I'm looking at 15 on Rams, which isn't that bad of a situation to be in, but I would like to see more percent here on the red team. If they're able to get this kill on Rams right now, they're going to be able to take it, or will it be Martoons and Rams being able to get another clutch kill like they have been able to? It's not looking good. However, we see just barely going to be able to make it out of that really bad situation. We're going to see the kill coming in on the Batman, and immediately red team's going after the Velma at the moment as they're trying so hard to get something going before it's too late here.
They're really trying to get something to happen, but like you said, look at the Velma. My eyes are on Costlix. He is taking no damage. So that stock they took off of Batman did tie the game, but look at the damage on the red team. Both severely damaged. Morty's going to be living for a little bit longer, but you talk about her being super light. Arya Stark is a detriment to the team right now. Nice knife throw, setting up a situation where you'll be able to get back to the stage if you are sent. So I like the recognition from Mirror Man going over to fight Morty instead, because he knows he can't really send Arya.
Bro, Mirror Man is looking so hard for this kill, and he's going to be able to get it. Oh my goodness, what an amazing way to finish out Grand Finals. Just trying to find something to get that kill, and he's going to be able to do it with that. Mirror Man and Costlix are once again going to take the Series E Qualifier.
Two championships out of 3. I am a fan of it. I can't believe they were able to do so.
I don't know, you don't like... Oh no, oh my god. What happened to your cam?
Hold on. I think I'm back. All right. Jeez.
It was such amazing gameplay, it destroyed Zipmaster Flex's camera.
It was Batman, bro. He disrupted my signals. That's what he did. He disrupted the dub attempt, the reset attempt of Martoons and Rams. I'm telling you, man, Mirror Man is a force to be reckoned with. They played that textbook. I still go back to the first game where I said it was all Costlix in the survivability. Costlix has a way of playing his game while Mirror Man is forcing the issue, and you just kind of forget he's there. You're get off of me. You're trying to stop Mirror Man. Batman is just swarming you, and Costlix is just sitting back. He's throwing projectiles. He comes over, smacks you with a light bulb a couple times, runs back away, zones some more, and he's just sitting on 8% when everybody else died once. It's crazy. But that's the answer to that game, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it.
I mean, I want to give a big shout outs once again to Martoons and Rams for getting second place, almost getting the reset on Mirror Man and Costlix here. They did an amazing job this time around as well. They weren't able to get a victory this time, but you know what? They still got that second place finish, which is a lot of points towards their part of the board. However, it's going to be so difficult next week to find out who's going to take it, because Mirrorman and Costlix now have won 2 whole Series E qualifiers and got a second place on another one. So that's so many points on their side of the board when it comes to all of it. But I mean, all the other teams in top 8 too. I want to give a massive shout out to everyone that made it to top 8. You all did incredible, of course, and everyone gets points in the top 8. So you all did really great, and I look forward to seeing more from everyone next week, of course.
Shout out all the players, shout out Series E, shout out Esports Arena, and shout out MultiVersus. This was one heck of a time. You know what? Shout out all you guys in the chat, all the viewers. You guys are what makes the show, you know what I'm saying? But
without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So seriously, thank
facts.
you to everybody at home for watching this time that was actually live. It was a lot of fun to see everybody in the chat cheering on their favorite teams, of course. It's always nice to see that. People repping their colors or whatnot. Always good to see, of course. But, I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that's a good enough time to wrap things up.
yeah, of course. And you guys have seen me say it a million times. I've been Zipmaster Flex right down there under me, and then right over there, that's been Tailwinds. You see those Twitter ads? Go and hit us with a follow. Follow the Series E Esports Arena channel that you've been watching all day, and you'll be able to see more of this action in the weeks to come. I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one, everybody.